Good morning with Totally Traced. I am live and I'm going to demonstrate a card for you today. So what you're looking at right now is the Modern Christmas class. I demonstrated this class Wednesday of this past week, so I encourage you to go to my YouTube page and look at it, or go back and look at the replay on Facebook. This kit is still available. It includes everything you need to make 6 cards. It has the designer series paper. It has all the gold embellishments. It has the twine. All the cardstock is prepped for you. All you need is the stamps and ink. Today, I am going to make a card using this same designer series paper. And I've actually joined the 30-day Christmas card challenge. I think I got the name of it right. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to complete this. I'll be honest. I'm gone for a week over Thanksgiving. So that's a week where I won't be able to create anything. So I'm going to try though. And today I'm doing day 1 of the challenge. And so today is called Merry and Bright Beginnings. And the challenge is to use shimmer, sparkle, and festive glow. And so I thought, this paper will be perfect for it. All right, so I'm going to get started. I would love for you to say hi to me. Tell me where you're watching from. And if by any chance you're a part of this challenge, I would love to know that too. Apparently it's a yearly one, but I just discovered it. So I'm starting with a black card base. So I've just got the 8.5 by 5.5, and then I scored it at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to do a white layer. Sorry, I'm trying to reach my white paper. Either my desk moved or my paper back moved, because I feel like I'm stretching to get it. And I'm going to cut an outside layer and then, of course, a layer for the inside, because I can't send a black card. You wouldn't be able to read my writing. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 5 1/4 by 4. All right. So how is everybody's Halloween? I came home and fell asleep. I fell asleep on the couch at 5:30 and then woke up around 7:30, went straight to bed, and did not wake up again until 5:30 this morning. So I completely missed Halloween. I experienced it with my students in my classroom, of course, but apparently it wore me out. Even they were commenting yesterday of how tired I looked. So I'm not sure what happened yesterday. All right, I think I'm going to have the card going this way, but we're going to see. What I've done is, in the branching out, they have these nesting dies, and I have 2 of them pulled out already. And so I'm using those. One I've already cut, so I use basic black for that piece, and I wanted it large to kind of fill up the card. And then I use the next size down, and I'm going to cut this. Good morning, Diane. She says she loves this DSP. I do too. As soon as I saw it, I fell in love with it. And some of I've loved the challenge of making it too, because I love the black and white side and then the really extravagant side. And sometimes I personally feel challenged when it has a lot of the gold in it, of like, how do you get that right balance? And I feel like the black and white other side does that for me. All right, so I'm just gonna run it through. This is the black and white side I love. And I want to use the polka dot one. Like, I'm gonna keep this paper around for a while, because you can use it after Christmas. And then this morning I had an aha moment, which most of you probably have already had, of this is perfect paper for New Year's. Obviously not the one with the ornament, but why couldn't any of this be used for New Year's? All right. Oh, good morning, Charlene. First time watching live. Welcome. I'm excited to have you. All right. So this is going to be my base. And then in this ornamental Christmas bundle, which is part of this Modern Christmas suite, they have this ornament die cut. And I just love it. I don't know what it is, but I love the detail of that. So I am going to cut out, I've already cut out one in black. And then I'm going to cut out two using this paper. So let's just measure how big this ornament is, so I'm not wasting paper. So it looks like about 2.5 by 2.5. So let's cut 2.5 here. And then we'll cut 2.5 here. Oh, your Halloween. It took me a minute to process your post. So your grandson doesn't eat candy or chocolate. Oh, that's so nice that people know, and they were changing it up. In my classroom when I did a little activity where we're learning long division right now, which, oh my goodness, it's so hard. Especially for students who struggle anyway. It's just like the idea of division is hard for them, even though they do it all the time. So I made little pumpkins in the classroom and I put division problems on it. And they got to go trick-or-treating. I'm using air quotes right now, that if they got it right, they got to ring my doorbell and I gave them a treat. And I was surprised how many of them were like, no, can I just have a pencil or a sticker? They weren't necessarily interested in the candy. All right, so now I'm going to run this through. Good morning, Teresa. All right. I feel like I hardly ever die cut for you, and some people have commented that they want to see it. So today I'm actually die cutting for you. So, oh, look at that on the angle. I love it. Okay. Let me just check out this layout, see how I'm liking it. Because, you know, sometimes what's happening in my head doesn't always come through. So I was picturing something like that. I feel like this one's getting a little lost in there. Let's see what other choices I have. I don't think I'm going to like that. I think I'm going to stick with this and just keep it on the outside. All right, and then this middle one, what I want to do is again, if you're just joining, I'm part of a 30-day Christmas card challenge, and today it's Shimmer, Sparkle, and Festive Glow, and it's called Merry and Bright Beginnings. And so, of course, we have a stamp that actually says Merry and Bright in the traditional labels. So I'm going to pull that out. I thought that'll be perfect. Diane says, wow, no candy. I know. All right, so I'm just laying it where I want it to be, and then I'm going to lay my block over it so that I can get all that stamped in one time. And I am going to emboss because, again, the challenge is sparkle, shimmer, glow. So why not emboss? Except I'm not seeing my embossing buddy. So we'll hope that I don't have too much static electricity. It must not have made it back in its home Wednesday after I did my live. So I'm just going to ink this with Versamark. And then we're going to stamp it here in the center. And put that in my tray. And pull out this is the Wow Metallic Gold. And I got to tell you, so I'm a pretty thrifty person. And I learned long ago that nobody comes close to Stampin' Up's quality, and so I can't be thrifty when it comes to that. But with embossing powder, I still really was. And when I was designing the card class for this suite, I was using my own gold, and it just came out terrible. And I was like, well, all right, I'll go ahead and order the Stampin' Up! One. And yeah, it is worth the money. This, as you're about to see, like, it is gold. All right, so I've got my heat emboss tool. So I'm just gonna run that over until we see a change. Okay, I hope you can see that. Like, that's the best part of embossing, is when you actually see it switch. There we go. All right. So let's bring this card back in. Now, part of the ornamental Christmas is it does have, and it actually has 2 of these, which is nice because I was able to cut out 2 at a time. So I did cut them out. We'll see if I use them. Oh yeah, I have to, right? Okay, I'm gonna start getting things glued down. Oh, but I think I'm gonna emboss one more time. And glue this down. Gosh, that ornament paper is so pretty. I can't believe I'm covering it up. But again, I love the black and white. I think I'm going to glue this down as well, since I'm going to pop up the ornaments. I'm just going to center that. All right, let's put a dot of glue here for the ornament topper. I'm not feeling quite as guilty about making Christmas cards. I feel like I've been making Christmas cards for months, and people are watching me online thinking, yeah, Halloween hasn't even happened. Why is this lady making Christmas cards? I love that with the paper going just a little crooked. I think that looks amazing. All right, I think I want it higher than the others. All right, so there is our outside. I wonder if I should add some bling to it. I mean, it does say sparkle and festive and glow. Let's see what we have. Sorry, I don't know. I'm not going to show you my mess off camera. How about these? So these are the adhesive backed metallic gems. I believe they're still current. I have them in my current pile, but to be honest, it's been a while since I've checked. So we'll just put some here and another one up here. Okay, yep, that's cute. And now for the inside. So I'm just going to use this Christmas tree. And I'm going to go ahead and emboss this one as well. So again, I'm going to use the Versamark ink. And then put it back in my tray. pour a little bit more over there because you just can't get that one side. And then I know I normally don't emboss, so I'm not sure if you know this, but this tray, what's great about it is it has this little funnel, so you don't have to worry about wasting any. So you just put it all back in. And then if you run your embossing buddy, which again, mine is in the crafter's void right now, you run that over it, all of that excess will end up in there too. All right, and then we'll just run this over. We're looking for it to change that metallic gold. There it starts to go. Diane, I am not a big embossing person either. Most of the time, I just feel like it's so much work to get everything out, to be honest. I have a bucket where I keep out all of my stuff. I'm like, eh. But yeah, then you see that. I think the light's hopefully catching it so you can see what it does make a difference. And then with this paper and Christmas, it's special enough I can do it at Christmas time. All right, so this will be my inside. And there we go. So hopefully you feel like this fits that shimmer, sparkle, and festive glow for today, for day one challenge of the 30-day card challenge. I hope you'll follow along with me. Again, I don't know if I'll be able to meet this challenge, but I think it's fun and I'm going to try, and I'll forgive myself if I miss a few days or even if I miss half the days. But I'll try and make them all as reels or live so that you can see the process, but the minimum I'll post the pictures. Oh, and I see some hearts flying by. Thank you so much. I don't think I have any. Oh, yes, I do have news. On Wednesday is my free card class. So make sure you're live with me 5:30 Eastern time for the free card class. Oh, elegant card. Yeah, it's the paper. Thanks, Charlene. All right, I will see you next time.